Hi there, this is Karita Mbagara. Today I want us to look at the passage of John chapter 12, verse 1 to 6. This is the ESV rendering of that passage. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus therefore came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. So they gave a dinner for him there. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those reclining with him at the table. Mary therefore took a pound of expensive ointment made from pure nard and anointed the feet of Jesus and wiped his feet with her hair. The house was filled with fragrance of perfume. But Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples, he who was about to betray him, said, "Why was this ointment not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor?" He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief, and having charge of the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put in it. Two characters here. One is Mary, who recognizes Jesus for what he had done in their family. He had raised Lazarus from the dead. And for that she is, very happy, and she sacrifices what she had kept. We are told that people would buy certain things as a way, they didn't keep money as such, but they would buy expensive things that they would later sell. And we are told that the ointment that she had was worth 300 denarii. Each denarii represented a day's wage. That means that she had, this oil was worth 300 days or 10 months wages, worth 10 months wages. That's what she poured on Jesus on that occasion because of the love that she had for Jesus. Now, we have another person by the name of Judas. Judas was the treasurer of Jesus' ministry. But because of the wrong attitude, he was angry that Jesus had been anointed with this ointment instead of it being sold so that the money can be put in the bag and he can steal from it. In other words, he was selfish. And yet this man was everything he was because of Jesus. We would not have known Judas were it not that he joined the ministry of Jesus. He was also given a position of being the treasurer. I mean, it was a recognition perhaps of his person. But because of the attitude of his heart, he is angry, or he is, envious, hypocritically so, that Jesus has been anointed with this ointment. It never ended well for Judas because of the spirit that we see manifested in this place. He will later betray Jesus, as the passage also says, and we know that at the end of it all, he actually commits suicide. I want to say, you can walk with Jesus and become like Judas. You can walk with Jesus and become like Mary. The choice is yours. And I want to ask you, what is your choice? If you're one of those people who have a person who wants to go into ministry and he says, I want to dedicate my life into God's work, and you think that he is wasting his life, you are depicting the spirit of Judas because you think God is not worth, what God, is not worth our investment of our lives. Will you please change your attitude and allow God to call you into ministry and to call other people into ministry and for you to give the best that you have because of who he is? Don't be like Judas. God bless you as you think about what I have said.